You like that? Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, hit that like button, comment as well to get notifications out there. We appreciate y'all coming in. You know what I'm saying? The Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Thank you for all the support, all the love, all the cheers. You know what I mean? All never goes, unexpected, unappreciated. I definitely appreciate the Pull Up family, man. And for y'all, tuning in, checking in with your boy, let's get it popping. All right, man. Let's get a few of my boys. You know what I'm saying? Soccer updates. Salute my guy. My man plays for Keep, my little bro. Salute my man. Salute to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Y'all go ahead and check out, man. Relax, and listen in what we got going on right now. We have a pretty, good show for y'all right now. And yeah. So more NBA free agency news. The big news of today was there's a bunch of people that chose to opt in or opt out. James Harden opted out of his $47 million deal, I believe. I have to kind of give James Harden credit because the reason why he opted out because he wanted to get like a smaller deal to bring in more players. So I mean, maybe this is that playoff flame out he did in the playoffs against Miami kind of shook him up a little bit that he needs to focus more on team. So kudos to James Harden. Who else? Uh, KCP, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope is going to Denver Nuggets. I believe for Will Barton, so that's a pretty good pickup for the Denver Nuggets, a two-way player in KCP. Bradley Beal declined his player option as well today. That was another big deal. So we're trying to see what's going to happen with him. Is he going to leave the Washington Wizards leave that 5-year deal on the table? You gonna go to the Mavs, to the Heat, to the Lakers, to the Celtics? There's a few teams that we talked about Bradley Beal earlier a few weeks ago. So he opted out of his deal. We'll see what happens there, through free agency. But the big one that happened today was the Atlanta Hawks acquisition Dejounte Murray. He will be going to the Atlanta Hawks with Mr. Trae Young. It's kind of been like up in the it's kind of right in been on the wall for the past few days about Dejounte possibly leaving the Atlanta Hawks or leaving the San Antonio Spurs for the Atlanta Hawks. The Spurs, man, ever since, Tim Duncan retired, it's like, the Spurs have kind of, been in rebuilding phase. You know what I mean? Like they've been really just, trying to find their identity. So Dejounte was their last player that really was their star player on the team. So he'll be joining Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks in a trade that they traded away Danilo Gallinari and 3 first-round draft picks. The Spurs for Dejounte Murray. Dejounte actually, I believe he was averaging 28 and 8, 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 8 assists. A two-way point guard. He had his first All-Star appearance this year with the San Antonio Spurs. So he was really actually somebody that I really looked at as being a top point guard in the NBA next season. You know what I'm saying? Soccer updates. Patty Mills free agency. Yep, Patty Mills opted out as well. Y'all keep in that like button, get the notifications out. But Dejounte really, when he was with the Spurs, he was on the uprise. He was 25 years old. Like I said, he's a two-way point guard. You know what I'm saying? Could score the ball. Improved his mid-range jumper. But he's known for, attacking the basket and, floaters and spins and stuff like that. Not the most efficient scorer, not the most efficient shooter. I think he needs to get, better with his, shot a little bit more, being a little bit better with his shot selection. He's very, to me, Dejounte is kind of somebody that's very good at a lot of things, but not really elite at anything. He has good athleticism. He has good size. He has very good defense. He has an improved jumper, average jumper, but he doesn't do anything really elite. You know what I mean? He's kind of somebody that just, just out there just hoops. You know what I mean? He just goes out there and just plays. I think he needs to find a way to get like a little bit more of a second gear. Like he needs to have, get to that next level. Like, I thought he could be a top 5 point guard. He has the ability and intangibles to do it. He just has to really have that belief that he is, on that level. I mean, he's around his age, but he's about to enter his prime in a couple years. So, um, he should be able to have more of the green light to, make that switch. Um, Now, again, like I said, the Spurs, man, like they've been really just choosing to rebuild their team, man, since Tim Duncan retired. You got Kawhi, he left in 2019. Um, they traded for DeMar DeRozan. That trade, and then Kawhi went to Toronto, won a championship. Um, Tony Parker got traded the next right before Kawhi left. Tony Parker got traded to the Charlotte Hornets. Manu Ginobili retired. LaMarcus Aldridge, they cut LaMarcus Aldridge in 2000, I think 20, if I'm not mistaken. DeMar DeRozan got traded last year to the Bulls, where he actually left for free agency. And then now Dejounte Murray is, gone to the Atlanta Hawks. So for those who've been to San Antonio is not really a very big market. It's not a very attractive city as far as bringing in free agents. They usually do their work in the draft. They're good at developing their players. I've lived in San Antonio before. Like I said, it's not a city that you just kind of like go and recruit players to come. Like it's not a big market, not a big city. The nightlife is cool, but it's like not like a city where you go out to party. Like that's more of like Houston or Dallas. You know what I mean? Like it's getting bigger. It's getting more, more known. But San Antonio is still kind of a small military town city. Um, Very Hispanic populated. I think it's like 90%. So you got the Riverwalk, you got the Alamo. Good, history there, but it's not like a city for, NBA players really want to, stop and, play basketball. Okay. Now, the one good thing about the Spurs, what they doing, because it's like they said, they're rebuilding their team, is that Greg Popovich, like he's going to be coming back. He's expected to return. I think the reason why he's going to continuously coach is because, and let's just be honest, you guys know Greg Popovich's wife passed away a few years ago. So this man has really been just all basketball for the last, I don't know, 25, 30 years. So, I think basketball gives him an outlet, and, so he doesn't have to really deal with the realities of being at home. So I think basketball gives him somewhat of a getaway. So he's expected to return to the team, the most winningest coach in NBA history. And yeah, it's just, the Spurs they have to basically get stars on that team, man. They got 3 first-round draft picks, so we'll see what happens. But they've really let go of all their star power. DeJounte was trying to bring in players to the team, but hey, that they're rolling the dice on their future and their draft choices. So yeah. Man, Bruce, next Damon CJ in Atlanta. You took the words out of my mouth. Hey, Miss Davis, salute. How you doing? Everybody to the chat, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. Matter of fact, let me put that in the comments. Y'all come here. Y'all know the drill. Hit that like button to get those notifications out there so y'all can hear the podcast. All right. So Dejounte Murray on his way. He's on his way out. He's going to Atlanta Hawks with Trae Young. Now, Bruce just said something similar that I was going to say. That's the next Damon CJ in Atlanta. Dejounte Murray, they list him at 6'4", bro. Dejounte is only 6'1", 6'2". He's not 6'4". You know what I'm saying? He's an undersized point guard who plays like a 2 guard. You know what I mean? So Trae Young, y'all know he's like 5'10", maybe 6 feet. I saw him in person. He's about 5'10". So this is an undersized backcourt. But you guys know that Trae Young size don't matter with him. He still finds a way to have, effective, playoff games against, very, very quality teams. So size don't matter with Trae Young. He needs a person that's like a Dejounte Murray who will play defense and do the, little things to help Trae out and also be a help person that can score the ball. Because that's the problem with the Hawks last year. They had trouble bringing in a person that can, help Trae Young score. Right? They had a bunch of shooters from Danillo Gallinari, Bogdan Bogdanovic. Um, they had Lou Williams, but he didn't play much. They had Clint Capella in the post. They didn't have nobody who can really shot create, right? So now you got Dejounte, you got another shot creator on your team. So this could be a fun backcourt to watch actually in the East. I'm not going to be too out on this. They're going to be a fun backcourt to watch. But I'm just not sure how they're going to be able to win games because you got to think of the matches they got to go up against. You got to go up against, say, of course, the Boston Celtics with, Jaylen Brown and Jimmy Butler, or Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum and Marcus Smart. You got to go against the Milwaukee Bucks. All right, you just got destroyed by the Miami Heat last season. You even look at the Chicago Bulls. They got Zach LaVine, for the time being, as well as DeMar DeRozan. We'll see what happens with that situation. So there's about 4 or 5 different teams that are head and shoulders above Atlanta. You understand what I'm saying? That the Atlanta Hawks to me is going to be a very exciting backcourt to watch, but it's not going to be a backcourt you can look like, man, can they get like to the conference finals, right? Because I just think again, for that to happen, I think DeJounte is really going to take his game to another level. Because Trae showed you, I think he averaged close to 30 points this season. Like Trae showed you he can put it up. So now DeJounte doesn't have his own team. Now that DeJounte has, a guy who's just as good as him, will that enhance his game or will that somewhat deteriorate his game? Because like a Westbrook, for example, Westbrook plays better when he's the guy, when it's his team. But when he has other people, which is kind of weird, when you got another person just as good as you or talented as you kind of find yourselves in. Well, I won't say that actually, because when West was with Harden, he excelled, and when West was with PG, he excelled as well. So it just depends. We're just gonna see what DeJounte does with this team. He should, be better with Trae Young. I think they could complement each other. I think they can do a lot of Princeton dribble drive offense. I do believe that DeJounte can be the guy that give Trae Young a break on the defensive end because he's going to guard the best defender or the best offensive player as a guard. So Trae can, preserve more of his energy on offense. So I think, it could be a good partnership. Hawks try to have Curry and Thompson going to be the next Portland. Atlanta Blazers. Well, the only thing about that, Bruce, is I don't think they're going to try to be because they can't replicate that because DeJounte's not an outside shooter. I don't know what to call this backcourt. I don't really know what to call this backcourt because even Dame and CJ, both of those guys are, can shoot the three consistently. Trae Young he's a streaky shooter, but he can still make shots and he's a big shot maker. And then DeJounte, he's not really much of a shooter. So I don't know really what to call this backcourt. One guy can, shoot the ball, shoot anywhere. That's Trae Young. The other guy is more a little bit selective of his shot taking. But yeah, it's a very, very weird time for the Spurs, and it's a good day for the Hawks because you not only did you got Dejounte Murray, but you got a chance to keep John Collins, who they were talking about trading for Dejounte Murray. I don't know, the Spurs, they really rolling with the dice. Like, I mean, because you really understand, like, you didn't really get the player, you didn't really get no star power. You got Danilo Gallinari and 3 picks. So, I mean, obviously, R.C. Buford may know something that we don't. When I say R.C. Buford, I'm talking about the manager of the Spurs. That he feels confident that they can get some, key valuable pieces in the draft to build off of and, get the Spurs back to a dynasty. The only problem is how much longer is Doc Rivers going to coach that team? Because Doc Rivers can't coach till he's 100 years old. He already got the most wins in NBA history. I don't think nobody's going to catch him. Phil Jackson done retired. Red Auerbach is no longer here. I'm not sure how far Steve Kerr and Eric Spoelstra are behind him. but for now his record's pretty much safe. So Miss Davis said they can probably work. We'll see today. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go and keep this link so y'all can come here and chop it up, see what y'all think about this situation. All I'm saying is, I think if you talking about work, I think it will be uh offensively it's gonna be fun to watch. I think offensively it's gonna be fun. Now, as far as just getting wins, I'm just not sure. I think Nate McMillan's still their head coach, so hopefully they get some type of system where they can be productive. Cause they still got Clint Capella there, I believe, right? They still got Clint Capella. They still got John Collins there. I wish they could have kept Cam Reddish, honestly. I don't know why they let Cam Reddish go. I think he could have been a big piece for this Atlanta team because he can spread the floor and shoot, and he's athletic. Soccer Update said they're still a playing team. I don't know. I mean, they could be, but they also could be, a 6 to 8 playoff team. Because I mean, like I said, they made the play in with Trae being the main option on offense. So this is all on Dejounte Murray to, complement Trae Young. They have to find a way to help each other out. Dejounte has to, help Trae Young out by giving him a break on the defensive end by guarding the best offensive guard, so Trae Young can focus more on the offense, and then Trae has to take the burden off of everyone else by now that you got another guy in Dejounte, you gotta be able to make sure he gets his shots as well as a point guard. So it's just about what I'm saying, picking your spots and knowing how to help out each other, and that's where the coaching comes in. So yeah. Bruce said East playing champions 2023 Atlanta Hawks. We'll see, bro. We'll see. I'm not. I'm not really. I'm not really sure what to think about this one. I'm not sure to really think about this one. I'm thinking Atlanta feels like they got a guy that can really take them to the next level, or else they wouldn't have traded all that for him. They traded 3 away their top first round draft picks. It's all the way up to 2027. What up, Bruce?
Hey man, how you doing?
I'm good, bro. Saw your comment.
Yeah, so I was reading today that Murray and his agent, Rich Paul,
Mm.
told the Spurs that he was not going to renew his contract. So that's probably why the Spurs traded him. And that Danilo Gallinari,
Yeah.
he hit some clutch shots for the Hawks. I watched the Hawks play in the playoffs, and he had some clutch shots and he had size. So the Hawks were already size challenge. So I'm gonna see. I mean, they have less people now to guard Giannis.
So
And
okay, so let me backtrack. I just want to ask you a couple questions. So you said that you heard Dejounte wasn't picking up that deal.
yeah, Brian Windhorst on his Brian Windhorst said that he Murray and his agent told the Spurs management that he was not going to renew his contract.
They say why?
I don't know. Maybe San Antonio is boring.
It is boring. What's crazy is my friend actually, when I was playing ball down there, he's actually Dejounte Murray's barber. Like he
Mm.
travels with him and everything. Down there in San Antonio. Yeah, San Antonio's boring, man. Like I think Dejounte loves the people there, but I don't think he loves the city. I think he'll fit right in Atlanta. It's
Okay,
probably why he wanted to leave.
he's gonna get those lemon pepper wings that uh, Lou Williams has.
Oh yeah, he's going straight to Magic City. He's probably there right now.
Yeah,
Um, yeah. What was the second thing you said? You said so do you think the Spurs they got a good deal out of this? You think
they
they
had a
look at
lot
the
of
long
draft picks, and I think they're looking forward to the next draft class. What's that guy? That kid named Victor or something? Everybody's talking about is he has size and he can shoot a three. Everybody is excited
Oh
about
yeah.
him.
Yeah. I know you're talking about guy's last name.
Yeah,
But
Victor
I know
M something.
yeah.
So I think the Spurs did this again. Did this 1 year when they got Tim Duncan. So they suck 1 year. The next year, you get they drafted Duncan. So I don't know. For me, Hawks got worse.
That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't disagree with you. I just want to know what you mean it got worse.
They don't have size for the East. I mean, their
Mhm.
backcourt is gonna be at disadvantage uh, to a lot of teams, and because uh, Trae Young is already skinny, he needs to go on that Curry diet. Curry was very skinny too, so he needs to go to hit the gym.
Yeah. Yes. Trey Young is like probably 160,
I mean,
maybe smaller than that.
I mean, can is Dejounte Murray a good defender? I don't think he is to me. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think he's a good defender. I think
So okay, but I think the Hawks have less size now. Less size.
you know the thing I'm looking for though at the Hawks though, they didn't have to give up John Collins and or
Mm,
Clint Capella.
mm,
So they got size there and they still got Bogdanovich there, which is a shooter.
okay. Mm.
But I mean I don't disagree with you saying. I just think it's gonna be on Murray. Like I said, Murray's good at a lot of things, but he's a master at nothing. He's
Yeah,
not he's not a master at anything. Like he doesn't he's just okay all around. Like he's good, but he's not, everybody top five point guards have something. You got Steph Curry, of course, is shooting, but elite ball handling and passing can do everything. Damian Lillard, elite shot making. John Morant, elite athleticism. Chris Paul, elite playmaking. Luka Doncic, elite scorer. Like you got these top point guards who can all do something great. And Dejounte is he's just a solid. He's just solid.
but doesn't he need the ball? Like I don't think he's a catch and shoot guy. So
Mm,
yeah.
mm, nah, I don't think so either. They're gonna have to probably let Trey Young be more of the
Mm.
but Trey Young, he's gonna have to be able to move out the ball.
Okay. I mean,
Let me ask you a question. Do you think the Spurs is it a coincidence that since Tim Duncan left, like all this stuff done happened? Kawhi leaving, Tony Parker leaving, Ginobili retiring, so on, so on. LaMarcus Aldridge getting cut, DeMar DeRozan getting like leaving. Now DeJounte, like, do you think it's the organization? What do you think the problem is? Why they got so many good things that are just leaving San Antonio?
maybe Kawhi saw that. Okay, if Duncan leaves, I don't think I can carry those guys. I mean, is it Popovich way or you out of here?
Yeah, yeah, man. You know what? I don't know because remember In 17, Kawhi was when he was the guy. After Tim Duncan left, they made it to the conference finals.
Yes.
And I mean, what you think? Do you think they could have beat the Warriors?
Yes.
Me too.
And nobody talks about everybody talking about KD with the Warriors was invincible. That's not true.
They weren't.
They got a lot of injuries luck.
Yep. 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 Houston with Chris Paul,
Mhm.
with his hamstring. Kawhi with his injury, with his
Yep.
leg. 2000 and of course 15 with Kyrie and Kevin Love. But yeah, you're right. They did.
Mhm. They were
They
not
did.
invincible. I
Why
mean,
do you think people say that?
because KD is like a special player. Curry is a special player, like 2 times MVP, anonymous MVP. Klay Thompson is a special shooter. You know, Draymond Green is a Hall of Famer in talking, and
Mm.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
and 73-9.
Yeah, that's the 73-9 record is what people look at like, they're just the end all be all. They can just beat anybody. But I tell people they had a great season, but it doesn't mean that they're just an invincible team. Like many games they could have, um they were on the verge of losing.
Mm, yeah. I'm looking at the Hawks roster. I mean, Kevin Herter. I don't think he can guard anybody.
Nah,
Uh, I mean, Lou Williams is almost done to me.
yeah.
Probably done already.
It's probably why they
Um,
brought Dejounte in.
John Collins is on the side. So who's gonna guard Giannis?
No one can guard Giannis. I mean, that's you just gotta kind of let that matchup go. But nobody can guard Trae Young. I mean, you could try to with Drew Holiday, but
Mm.
you
Yeah, I
know,
remember that crossover. Yep, I remember that crossover.
you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
great offense is always gonna be great defense.
Mm. Okay, so I hope Dejounte Murray. He only had one good year. That was this year to me. I mean, he was okay the other years, but okay.
Yeah, I think he's 25, so he's showing a lot of improvement and growth in his game. Now it's time to you made an all-star team. Now it's time to like be even greater. Like looking at like a 22-point game per score and somewhere around the same amount of rebounds and assists and being more efficient.
Mm.
Then now we're talking.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Tonight is gonna be a lot of interesting signings or whatever. Is it tonight or tomorrow?
I think it's instant night.
Like July 1st. Isn't July 1st that people?
Yeah. What you think of the Bradley Beal situation? You think that he's gonna end up leaving, or you think he's gonna end up staying?
You
What you
never
think
know.
Bill's gonna do?
I would not be surprised he leaves. Um, People in Miami go to his house. Pat Riley offer him, a very enticing package. Or if I was him, I would go to Miami. Younger team, less
Mm-hmm.
drama, better weather, better situation, better coach, proven coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
So right now it's the Heat, the Celtics, um, the Mavs, and the Lakers.
if he goes to the Mavs, he's just gonna be a spot up shooter. Luka's gonna be like on with the ball all the time. That's
Yeah, he
probably
needs
why
that.
Jalen Brunson wants to leave.
You don't think it's just because he wants more money?
No, that's part of it, but Luke has the ball all the time.
That's true.
I mean, he's a ball hog to me. I mean, it's tiresome to watch him dribble, pick and roll, dribble, dribble, dribble. He's doing the same James Harden.
And speaking of James Harden, soccer, they said Philly too. I don't know about. I don't think. I could say Philly, but I don't know. They have to get moved. They have to move James Harden.
Didn't he decline the option
Yeah, he
to have less
declined.
money?
Yeah, so maybe they are trying to get Bill.
Mm,
Maybe. I just don't. I don't know what Bill like. He's looking at what happened to Harden this year. He's like, I don't know if he wants to, go through that because I think they said he can either get the 5-year deal with Washington or 4-year deal with somewhere else. So
mm,
next place he's gonna go it's gonna be for the long term.
mm,
So yeah, I think Bill. It's a good chance he's gonna leave
yeah.
because I mean Washington. They're not gonna be going anywhere, man. Like they're gonna be stuck. So
Oh yeah. What about Miles Bridges? I just read that he was arrested for domestic or for violence against a woman.
yeah, I saw that too. I don't
And
know.
MJ doesn't like to pay people. That's a good excuse not to
You
pay.
say you say what?
MJ does not like to pay people. So that's a good excuse not to pay him.
Yeah, because this morning I think he denied. The Hornets said they weren't going to give him like a big deal. That was
Yeah.
just this morning. So it's weird that the timing how it happened. Now he got caught up in this domestic violence case. I don't know what these players be thinking, man. Like you got all that money
Yeah.
and I'll just be throwing it away for dumb stuff.
He was playing for that money this year. Yeah.
Hey, don't forget too when he had that incident in Atlanta where he threw his mouthpiece and it hit some lady.
Yes, he did that. And I think there was something he posted, something about the drinking or something like that. I don't know. On social media.
Yeah, maybe he can go to the Lakers. I don't. Maybe he can go to the Lakers.
Uh he's not gonna do anything in the Lakers.
Yeah,
He's not a spot up shooter.
he's a good defender.
He's a good dunker. I mean, there's gonna be a spot center all the time. Him and LeBron, Hollywood. Yeah.
What can the Lakers do to get out this situation? Like, do they have any options to get out of the situation, or you don't see it?
A good physical therapist for Anthony Davis. Uh, I think he's the key. I think he has the talent. He just need to be healthy. You know, um, they need a point guard.
That's
Lakers need
LeBron
a point
James.
guard. Yeah,
LeBron's their point guard.
I don't think I don't think Westbrook is the point guard for LeBron.
Nah, man, Westbrook don't even know what he is on that team.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, I think the Lakers gonna be worse.
Yeah, me too.
So this is the next year is the Clippers year. The owner is so happy talking about Kawhi, training in the gym, whatever. The Clippers owner is expecting a lot of expecting results.
Oh yeah, as he should. Because listen, man, they really, like I said, the Clippers have left behind two championships the last three seasons.
Mm,
If you think about it, like look at just 2 seasons ago when Kawhi got hurt and they were playing the Suns.
yeah,
If Kawhi was there, they would have beat them. And if they get to the finals, they're going to be playing Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis. I'm very comfortable when I got Kawhi if I'm going up against Giannis because I've already beat him with Kawhi. So that's one championship. Then you look at the second championship, which was literally just last season. We thinking Kawhi's going to come back, or at least I had thoughts he was going to come back. They could have competed again, especially with all the injuries that are going. It was the same thing as the previous year. Like a lot of teams were still out. Jamal Murray was out. Um, of course, Dallas, they were, wounded with Tim Hardaway Jr. being out. Who else? Utah, they weren't the same team. Memphis was young. Phoenix was a fraud team. You know what I mean? Like the only team that surprised, like came to the call was the Warriors, and I think the Clippers could have beat the Warriors. I think the Clippers can beat them next year.
there's something that I said in the previous podcast. I said that John Wall will not do well with the Clippers, but I was
Mhm.
listening to someone talking about Ty Lue helps players that people thought were done when they go to the
Yeah,
Clippers.
yeah,
They great again. Like Batum, I thought Batum was done. And then
yeah.
all of a sudden on the Clippers, he's hitting shots, he's playing great defense, like Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson. Yep. Luke
So
Kennard.
yeah, so I think because of what the person said, I was listening. I was like, wow, that's true. So John Wall, okay, I'll reserve. I'll backtrack. I was like, okay, yeah, that's true.
Bro, John Wall. Remember when he was with the Houston Rockets? Forget the fact he's averaging 20 and 7
Hmm.
on the Rockets. You look at John Wall's never. When has he ever been on a really good team?
Yeah, I guess.
So now all he has to worry on is he's still faster than 90% of the people in the league. So you get into the paint and you kicking it out to Luke Kennard, kicking out to Marcus Morris, kicking it out to Paul George, kicking out to Kawhi. Like this is the point guard and he literally still can play defense.
Mm.
I mean, I'm gonna go with he's gonna excel with this team. I think it's gonna be the most happiest time of his career. It's more
Yeah,
joyous. I think this team's gonna be very good with it. Is the only thing is like, is he gonna start?
I mean, the Clippers are loaded. There's no excuse, man. There's no
Nah.
excuse. They have a defense. They are long. The only thing I didn't like is the extension of Zubac. I'm not a fan of Zubac.
Who would you
He,
have gotten for Zubac?
I know a lot of people don't think that's a good idea, but I thought DeMarcus Cousins was better with the Clippers.
Me too.
I mean, he doesn't get the ball. He didn't get the chance to, to show his skills. But I think DeMarcus Cousins was great with the Clippers.
I saw something earlier. Uh, that DeMarcus might try to make his way back to the Clippers,
Mm,
and I mean it could because him and John Wall are best friends.
that's true.
So because you see John Wall how fast he decided to go to the Clippers. So he didn't even waste I think a minute until right after he got bought out, he immediately went to the Clippers. He could have went to the Heat. He could have went to the Lakers, but he chose the Clippers. So
What's
I don't
the
know.
that guy name that was the reserve of Zubac? I mean, his backup. I don't think is he back on the team for the Clippers?
Hardenstein, they still trying to see.
Yeah,
They're still looking for if he's gonna come back or not.
he's greedy. He's very. He could help the Clippers. He can grab rebounds.
And he's a good passer.
Yeah,
Only thing about he fouls, he makes dumb fouls at times, but he's a good backup. He can be a good backup. I would prefer. This is what I would prefer. I would like them to have had DeMarcus Cousins over Zubac, but I'm not. I think because the Clippers are so loaded that Zubac's not gonna be that big of an issue because
mm,
they're so loaded.
yeah.
Um,
I mean, German is talking. He's saying that I was listening to him on one podcast, JJ Redick podcast, something like that, and he said Warriors gonna win the two of the next 3 years too. So we'll see.
making cash and checks his mouth can't catch.
Yeah.
This year is gonna prove a lot. This year, for him to say that to me, that kind of makes me think he's leaving the door open for this season because usually, if you feel like your team is gonna win like the next season, which you should have all the confidence because you're the champions. You usually say we're gonna repeat, but for him to say the next 2 out of 3 years, that means he's leaving the door open for like the Clippers. That he knows that they're gonna be a threat.
Is Batum re-signed with the Clippers because I know he's a free agent now, right?
Yeah, he's gonna resign.
Because I know the Lakers are after him. Lakers are after him and after Otto Porter and TJ Warren.
They'll get TJ Warren. They're not gonna get Batum. Batum's locked in. Um,
Yeah.
um, Otto Porter. I don't know if he. I don't know his situation, but I mean, I would stay with the Warriors because I was like, you leaving it. Let's say going after you so much money that you can't refuse, but the Lakers, they don't have that salary cap.
Mm. Otto Porter will be on the bench just like that guy who left the Warriors. I forgot his name. And he had so many DNPs.
Who can't Bazemore?
Yeah.
yeah,
He said he was gonna win a championship, right? That's why he
the
went to
War-
the Lakers.
yeah, the Warriors won the championship. I think he still gets one a ring though, does he?
I don't know.
Epic Play said, me personally, I think the Warriors are still better than the Clippers. Hey, I won't deny that, man. Like, I mean, the Warriors have the championship, so they
I mean,
have to be the favorites.
until you beat the champions, they're the favorite.
All right. Now, I could say all day the Clippers are gonna beat them, but if somebody says the Warriors are still better, I mean, that's what it is. Like, I can't, I can't say
I just
that.
want to see how John Wall plays because I think he will be like uh, the match for Steph Curry.
Man, do you remember they used to go at it? Him
Yeah,
and they used to go at it, man.
I remember there was one game that Curry killed him in Washington, in DC.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, I remember that.
so
Yeah,
basically, I
Epic
don't believe in Murray and Young.
said getting back Wiseman, Patrick Baldwin, Jordan Poole, and Clay. I don't see. Here's the thing with Wiseman. He's the guy that I gotta see how he's gonna play because he's 7 foot, but he plays like he's 6'6", and he's not an enforcer inside. And that's what the Warriors, they have Looney and Draymond, but they still undersized. You're not gonna be able to get away with that against the Clippers. What you did to Boston, you're not gonna get away with against the Clippers.
Mm.
Um, Jordan Poole is solidified. Klay Thompson, I think it's just he's gonna be back again next year. I think he's gonna be better. So we'll see with Klay Thompson. But I mean, I'm not worried about those. They're solidified. Um, what about Milwaukee? How do you feel about Milwaukee next year?
They need another player because Drew Holiday and Middleton, sometimes their offense disappear. I know Drew Holiday defense is always there, but his offense sometimes is off and on. Middleton, sometimes it disappears. So they need another player. I think Brook
Mhm.
Lopez is done.
You think so?
And they made a big mistake. When they had DeMarcus Cousins, I don't know why they waived him. He could have helped them in the playoff. So I don't know.
They picked up Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, Serge Ibaka is done. He's focused on his YouTube show, eating weird things.
Yeah. Now they're talking about Bobby Portis um opting out too. So we'll see what happens with him. If they lose him, that's gonna be a big blow
Mm,
because you just lost PJ Tucker last year.
mm.
So and you saying that Brook Lopez is done. So where's their interior defense?
They just need what's the backup of Zubac? Are they gonna pick him up? I don't know.
I heard with him, Orlando's going after him.
Mm, I don't know. Yeah, so the East, I don't know who's gonna win. So Milwaukee, yeah. It's only Giannis I know. They have good defense in Drew. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, who else is in the East? You got Miami, Philly, Boston, um, Brooklyn.
Lonzo, Lonzo back. I will see how the Bulls play because I think they were missing Lonzo defense at point guard. That's why they had trouble. They could have beat the Bucks if Lonzo was playing.
Shit, they were missing his playmaking too. My
Yes,
God, they put so much. When you have DeMar and Zach LaVine controlling the point guard responsibilities, like I mean, that's what Lonzo's specialty is, like getting the
yes.
ball up and giving to certain spots, like so. Yeah,
So I don't think the Nets gonna do anything.
yeah. Patty Mills opted out too.
He sees the mess. He's like, I'm out of here.
Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. It's still just we're just getting started. Hopefully there's another big move tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah.
Hopefully. Let's look at this. Uh, Shame, I know Katie and Kyrie passed away. I mean, they still great. I mean, Katie and Kyrie, they're just two people that I mean, we just know who they are, but it's like it's so hard to predict what's going to happen with them. Um, so
Nah, yeah. Kyrie is gonna keep fighting with Stephen A, and Katie is gonna keep fighting with Barkley. That's all they're gonna do all season.
that was some funny stuff. I was dying laughing at that, man. I don't think Kyrie, because what's funny, Kyrie, um, Stephen A. Smith had Kyrie on his show like right before he got traded to Boston a few years ago.
It's all about shows, man. Ratings, man. He's inviting Kyrie after saying all this. He's saying, "Oh, let's talk in public so that everyone can see." So he's gonna bring him on first take. That's all he's gonna do. And Skip Bayless is inviting Draymond Green on his podcast, or he wants to go to Draymond Green podcast. And it's all about views. And
Yeah, Epic Play said how you feel about the Trump. Yeah. So I was just saying with that Epic, I started talking about earlier, I'll say it again. Um, I think the Spurs, they're playing chess. I think the Spurs are looking at the future, of course, as you guys can see. So I don't think it's a terrible move. I think they're looking at like, we're a team that develops players and what I'm saying, we're gonna be fine the next few years. Because they don't think Dejounte Murray was that guy. They weren't comfortable building around him. So the Spurs got that, and then the Hawks. I was like high on them, but then Bruce said something interesting. He said that he feel like they got worse because they're so undersized in the backcourt. So where's DeJounte gonna really fit in? He's not much of an outside shooter. Um, he can play defense, but I mean, I just don't see how the Hawks really excel, with this DeJounte Murray move. I mean, we'll have to see.
mm, like I said, Atlanta Blazers.
I don't even think that they even them, Bruce, because again, CJ could actually score and shoot. I,
Yes.
I'm saying DeJounte can't, but what can you talk? Can you say any game DeJounte just like a memorable game
No,
in the playoffs?
I don't remember any of his games.
Like, yeah, CJ has a few.
I remember. Yes, I remember when CJ was killing the Nuggets.
Yeah, game 7 when Dame was struggling that game too. I remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And then I think game 4 against OKC, um, he was killing. So, and then with with the Pelicans, even when they faced the Clippers, like in the play-in, like CJ's built for big moments. He says Spurs are doing, yeah. The Spurs are, I don't know. I mean, you trust them because they got them 5 rings, but I mean, I think Tim Duncan, ever since he stopped like playing, like the Spurs has been going downhill.
Oh.
So,
I mean,
um,
you never know. I mean, they might surprise a lot of people next year and get picks.
yeah, you have to force people to come to San Antonio. Like you gotta drive people to come because they're not gonna come willingly. They sure not come willingly now because I mean they ain't no other stars. Like, could you even name the starting 5 for the Spurs?
No, I don't know any players on the Spurs.
They just like Lonnie Walker and uh
Yes.
man, that white the center, the white guy. I forgot his name.
That guy was in Portland. Porto.
Yeah, Zach, Jake Portal. Jake Portal.
Yeah.
So it's like they the Spurs to me like they like have a college team, bro. Like they don't even have an NBA team. Like you can't even remember who they starting 5 is. My boy Elise, go follow my boy Real Elise's page, man. You know what I'm saying? Real Elise, Golden State Warrior, true fan from the
Yeah.
Bay Area. Go follow his YouTube page. You know what I'm saying? Good content. Um, Epic Play said, I think DeJounte fits in well with Trey, but it's a huge gamble. It
Mm.
is. It is I mean, because look at it like this. If DeJounte comes in, it's like he has to master something, whether that be the mid-range shot or whether that be playmaking, whether that be getting to the basket. He does a lot of things good, but he doesn't do nothing really great. You know what I mean? Like
So if the Hawks are playing the Bulls, who's gonna guard uh the Rosen? Who's gonna guard Zach Levine?
They're gonna have to put. I mean, that's why they never had. They don't have that. Dejounte the only guy that. Dejounte is more the guy that is gonna have to guard one of those two. I
Okay.
would put him on. I would put him on Zach Levine low key, and I'll put Bogdanovich on DeRozan.
I'll just put Lonzo on Trae Young and let Murray trying to kill me.
Damn, I forgot about that. Lonzo can play D too. I forgot
See?
that dude 6'6", a legit 6'6" without shoes on. Uh, yeah, Dejounte is a more of a point guard now. Yeah, and like I said, I think he could be a top 5 point guard, but it's
Mhm.
just he has to take that step. He has to have that swagger. Like he got his first All Star appearance. He got to take that swagger to the next level. Like he needs the swagger. I need the swagger of a Dame Lillard or a Steph Curry or a Kyrie Irving. Like I need a swagger like that. You know what I mean?
If the Hawks were in the West, they would get killed. So
So let me ask you this question: do you think Trae is on the same level as Luca?
no, Trae Young doesn't scare me. Lucas scares me. When I was rooting for the Clippers, man, this guy gave me sleepless night. Luca, especially when the Clippers lost 2 games at home and they were gonna play Dallas, at Dallas house. So Luca is way better player than Trae Young. When Trae Young got drafted, he was trying to be Steph Curry so much. Now I think he changed it. He stopped trying to be like him.
It's funny. I wanted to talk about that because people think that Luca is had such a better series and he was just as good as Kawhi. But if you looked at those percentages and how bad Luca shot from the line, how bad Luca shot from the three, and like how average he shot from two,
Yes,
it's like what all that happened was he just got up a lot of shots and he averaged like 35 points off of
exactly.
29
A
shots.
volume shooter. A volume shooter.
Volume shooter. Yeah. Kawhi, why I say he was better and it wasn't really much of a match is that he averaged 30 points in like or 32 points off of 19 shots. 57%. Bro, and he was playing both ways. That's why I
Yeah.
say Luka is a good player, but I don't think he's top. I think he's probably like number 5 or 6 in the league right now. Until he learns how to play defense, he's not going to win a championship.
Yes, people think that he's a really great player. I hear people say he's the best player in the NBA. He's shooting a lot, like
Right.
Elise said. He's shooting a lot to get his points. So
Yeah, man. Who your top 5? I was listening to Ticket earlier. Who's your top 5 in the league right now? Y'all put in the
mm,
comments too. Y'all top 5s is in order.
wow, in order. Wow. Okay. I have recent bias. What is it called? Recently biased? Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the defending champion, Steph Curry, Giannis, Steph Curry, Giannis. Uh, KD got swept in the first round. You didn't win one game. Come on. So he's top six.
You all
Um,
think of,
Kawhi number 1. Yeah.
yeah, this is if everybody's healthy, everybody healthy in the league.
Ooh, I don't like Embiid. He,
You don't think Embiid better than Joker?
no,
Wow.
I want Joker on my team because he's always playing. Embiid is more skilled. He's more skilled, better defense. The only reason I said Joker is because he's always playing.
Well, what if they both healthy though? They were both healthy this year.
Embiid is better.
Okay. That's what I was saying. There, he's a better player.
Yes. Tatum, no,
I,
come on, man.
you know what's funny, man, and this is what I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Tatum was better than Luca in the season. I would have took
Mm.
Tatum over Luca. I'm
Tatum
not.
is a better defender.
It's just that finals with Tatum, bro. Really,
I have a
that
question.
that really shut me off. What's up?
If Luca was on the Celtics, do you think he would have 13 points like Tatum?
Uh, no, because he played the same team and they just took Tatum out, man. That's what made me kind of like take a step back on Tatum because he got dressed down by the team that Luca faced and got a it was and he had they had a better team in Boston.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
Jalen Brown is better than Tatum. I don't. You guys like Tatum, but I think Jalen Brown better. But
I think Jalen Brown's a better gamer. I think Jalen Brown is more of a gamer than Tatum. I think in the big moments, I think he has more of a dog to him, kind of like Jimmy. I think Jimmy's better than Tatum
mm,
because that dog, man. That I mean, you can't. This dude literally carried him by himself, like the
mm,
Miami Heat.
yes, so it should be top five.
Who Jimmy?
Yeah,
Epic plays got him top five. He said Giannis, Steph, LeBron, Jokic. So Epic, you think he's better than remember this is everybody's healthy. So you think Jimmy's better than Kawhi?
no way, no
That's-
way. My two favorite players are Kawhi and Steph Curry. Kawhi Leonard and Steph Curry. I think
Bro,
Kawhi is better than Giannis. I don't care what people say. I think Kawhi Leonard is better than Giannis.
I think Kawhi's the best player in the league, bro. That's
Yeah,
what I think. I think he's the best player in the league.
you know.
I, I Ticket was, and this is I don't know what Ticket's problem is. Ticket literally was all he's been on stream all last 2 weeks saying Kawhi is just they need to trade Kawhi, they need to get rid of Kawhi. I'm like, this dude just wants Kawhi to play, he misses him. But it's like,
Yeah,
bro, you gotta
he does.
understand something. You can't say that he's injury prone when he's had two major injuries, bro. Like he tore his ACL. Like you can't expect him to play through a torn ACL. Klay Thompson tore his ACL and his Achilles been out for 2.5 years. Are the Warriors going to say, well, we can't use him because he's injured? No, like this dude suffered two major injuries. Of course, he's going to be out. Like you have to let him come back and play through his contract. Now, a guy like Anthony Davis, who hasn't had no major injuries, who's missing almost still the half the season, that's an issue. But I can't kill a guy for missing time because he had a torn ACL.
No,
That ain't just
here's the thing with Ticket. If he shows you like you're the best player and then you disappoint him, he's gonna be on you until you prove him wrong. Like he was on KD, 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 and then now, you know, KD didn't do anything. Now he's not on KD. He's Giannis. Giannis.
no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that's how well Ticket, like I said, like you said, he has high expectations on guys. He has high values. Like I've seen Ticket throughout the entire season saying that Kawhi is that guy. I'm like, damn, Then he says
Yes.
Kawhi ain't. He's like Kawhi. He's been missing time. I'm like, bro. I got one of his lives. I talked to him. I said, bro, you can't kill the man for missing time because he tore his ACL, bro. Like Elise said, like he's low match else. Yeah. The only thing we can say with Kawhi is that he's missed time. And I agree with this. He's left a couple of championships on the table. Like
Yeah.
like the basketball gods have really shunned him away from winning more championships, bro. You know what I'm
This
saying? Like
this
they
dude
have.
has Kobe's game, MJ games, but he doesn't have their mentality.
That's true. I have to agree. I have to agree with that.
I mean, this dude has everything. Defense, he can shoot a three, he has mid range, he has the ends. Come on, man.
He has no weakness. And that's why I say that's why I take him over Giannis. Because Giannis, as great as he is, he can't shoot 57% from the field. He can't shoot 38% from the three. He don't have
Yeah.
the handles like no Kawhi. Like, come on, man. He doesn't have that type of ability. Play said, I'm taking Jimmy over Kawhi because Jimmy has intangibles than Kawhi.
Yeah, right. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's
If
Jimmy's a
Kawhi,
baby. He's a
if
baby Kawhi.
if Kawhi was playing the Celtics, Kawhi would have just drive to the lane, dunk, and end one. Okay.
He said Kawhi's that guy, but he needs to will his way through it. Yeah, bro. Like honestly, like I said, and Bruce said it perfectly. Like he has MJ and Kobe game. He just don't have the mentality. And when I say that, he's not gonna play through everything. That's what I've had to accept about him. I wish he would, but I didn't mean that's just saying him.
Yeah.
It's just it's a good live right here. Hey Bruce, I talked to Bill the other day, man. He said he tried. He's like, I told him that you're gonna be on tonight. He said, I can't come on tonight.
I'm ready for him. I have a file for Larry Bird. Was Larry Bird is better than LeBron?
Bro, he is still mad about that. He still thinks you crazy for that take. That's why he won't
Really?
come on.
Come on, man.
He said Bruce is an asshole for saying that. Like
Why? For stating the truth? Come on, man.
he thinks that you don't like LeBron for like why would you say that? That's what he said. That's what he told me.
I used to watch LeBron all the time. What I don't like about LeBron, he runs away from as soon as there's adversity. Like this guy just said, easy. He runs. He runs to another team. He's gonna run from the Lakers. Okay?
Yeah. He's done with the Lakers. That's why it kills me when Elder gets in, keeps capping for him, saying that the Lakers can get this guy. They can get AD. He's gonna like AD. Like shut up, Elder. You're not winning nothing with this team. They're not going nowhere.
To win the LeBron, there's too many stuff, man. Like to eat with LeBron, you need to have the certain dish. You need to have this and this and this. You're gonna die hungry, man. So with certain players, I can get one dish, I'm full. But with LeBron, you need to have this and this and this. You need to wear a suit. You have to have the perfect shoe, the perfect bow tie, stuff like that. Come on.
Have the perfect haircut.
Yeah,
Eyebrows have to be trimmed.
yeah.
Like right. He said I'm. Oh, that's what's up, bro. He said I wanted summer league at Chase Center. Bro, next time I'm in the Bay, we gotta link up, bro. Next time I'm up there, gonna have to link up. Um, he
Oh,
said
Lakers.
LeBron's destroyed my squad. That's what he do, man. He's LeBron. This is how LeBron works. He comes to your team and he sucks all your resources up. He went to Miami and sucked all your resources up in them 4 years. He leaves them. He goes back to Cleveland. He figured out he can't win no championship there. Again, he leaves. Then he goes to the Lakers, probably the most historic franchise in the league. He leaves that team. He's going to leave that team now. So he's going to dip off the team that he came to towards the end of his career.
I mean, when he leaves the Lakers gonna be in lottery for a few years.
Yeah, because think about it, and that's my thing. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I think Jenny Buss, Mitch Kupchak, and them they thinking like this. If LeBron gonna try to hold us hostage by what I'm saying, giving us our assets like KCP and Kuzma, because it was his idea, him and AD. They wanted Westbrook. So now that you got him, that move is holding us hostage right now. They had to try to trade in that 2027 pick, and Jeannie Buss stopped that. She was like, "Nah, we ain't doing that because that's the future." So I think the Lakers looking at more so as building pieces around the future rather than trying to get LeBron another championship. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think they're really concerned about that. It's he
I
ain't
know
no go, Epic. He ain't no go.
I know AD is gonna shoot his 18% three point shooting. You know, it's him.
Yeah, man. Street clothes. He got to get stronger, man. He got to get stronger. Can't keep coming in the league getting hurt. That just shows you your training. It's not where it needs to be.
I mean, he has money, so it's good. He has the ring and money, so it's good.
And you need to start using it then. Um, hey, E, check your email. I'm gonna change your email, bro. Hey, Bruce, where you at, man?
I'm in Houston, Texas.
Oh, for real? I'll be out there. What in 2 weeks? I'm gonna be in Texas.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, man. Houston. I love Houston. I know it's hot as hell out there.
I used to live in Cali. I used to live in what's the name of that place? By San Francisco. Oh my God, Palo Alto. Yeah,
Yeah, Palo Alto.
yeah. That was too expensive. I was like, I'm out of here. Come on.
The whole Bay Area is expensive.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
But,
in the Southern Cal, bro. Bay Area is ridiculous.
yeah, I went to school in Long Beach. Yeah, and I live in Huntington Beach. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, man. So you was straight. You was really in the city then.
yes.
I'll ask you another question. What? How do you feel about next year chances of the whatchamacallit? Who you guys the favorites for next year?
In the West, Clippers, Warriors, maybe conference finals.
Okay.
East, uh, Bucks. I'm gonna surprise a lot of people when I say this. Bucks, Bulls, conference finals.
Bucks and the Bulls.
Yep. I
So
think
that means
the Celtics are broken and they have been exposed. I was
yeah.
listening to Draymond Green. He said, "Oh, you just let them go left. Just let them go left, and you can defend them."
Man, listen. Tatum, Tatum, Tatum has to learn how to drive through the traffic and get through gaps, and I think he has to take better high percentage shots. Um, that's why I said he needs to steady Kawhi.
For someone who likes Kobe, did you watch Kobe play?
Huh?
Tatum. For someone who likes Kobe, Did he watch him play? He doesn't know how to post.
Yeah, he don't resemble Kobe in my opinion, bro. He don't resemble Kobe to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. He don't resemble Kobe to me.
There's this dude on YouTube. He was having a tantrum like Tatum needs to remove the Kobe picture on Instagram. You know,
Yeah, man. Epic play set Golden State versus like, bro. The Lakers ain't going to. What is
not
this
even
in fact? I don't know what they waiting for, but what is it with the Lakers? Y'all think LeBron gonna turn back the clock like 5 years ago and just carry this team to the conference? Like it's not happening, bro.
not in even on NBA 2K stimulation.
I mean, these niggas didn't even make the playoffs. They didn't make the play in, and you expecting for them to go and somehow turn the switch on? I'll tell you, they look at the glass half empty with the Lakers, or glass half full with the Lakers, bro.
The Lakers
Like,
are not better than the Grizzlies. They're not better than the Timberwolves.
man, Lakers are trash cans. Yes, they are trash cans. They not better than the Warriors, Clippers, Grizzlies, Suns, Mavs, Nuggets when healthy. Rogers named 6 teams. Uh, and they gonna be competing with the Pelicans, honestly.
Oh, Pelicans. Whew.
Man, Zion come back, bro.
Mm. Hey, he lost weight. I was watching his video the other day. He lost weight.
And you know how many dunks he gonna be having up on 80's head, man.
Uh, yeah.
Yeah, I think Russ is gonna have a good year too, man. I think Russ gonna avenge himself.
Mm. We're gonna see the same bloopers with Skip Bayless.
But people don't understand, like that's part of the reason why nobody want them. Nobody want him because even if you look at his statistics with Russell, bro, like he didn't have like a horrible season statistically wise, bro. Like statistically wise, he didn't have a horrible season. Like he averaged around the same points, rebounds, assists. Look at this. He averaged 18.5 points off 44% shooting, 7.4 rebounds, 7.1 assists. For that's an all-star stat line.
Mm.
But for somebody, because he's a third option, he's not going to average as many points. But they kept highlighting the fact that he couldn't do nothing because he kept missing layups or turning the ball. I'm like, bro, that's how he's been his whole career. But now that you put all these blooper reels out, nobody want to touch him.
He averaged 5 backboards a game. So
Yeah, I mean, they're making it hard for the Lakers out here, man. Like they nobody want him. Nobody want him, bro. Said Minnesota, Portland will be back in the mix.
I forgot to
Sacramento.
say Dallas. Yeah.
Oh, he said Portland. I don't think about Portland is though. We gotta see who, because they picked up. Did they pick up somebody?
Grant.
They picked up Jeremy Grant. Dame is
Portland.
there.
Portland is not gonna be in the mix. Who Sacramento got? Fox. That's it.
Fox and Sabonis.
Yeah, they're
And
not gonna make it.
yeah, they won't make it to the playoffs, but they could still be better than the Lakers. Um, I just, I'm looking to see what Bradley Beal do. I'm looking to see what Dame does. I'm looking to see what the Utah, because you gotta remember Utah too. Donovan Mitchell. I've been advocating for him to go to Miami with Jimmy.
Utah's gonna be worse.
Yeah, Utah. I wouldn't want to play in Utah. It looks boring. Oh yeah, Chauncey Billups is definitely a good coach, man. I like Chauncey a lot.
Billups would have been a better coach for the Brooklyn than Nash, to me.
You think so?
Yes. I don't believe in Nash as a coach. He
Yeah,
claps,
Nash.
he claps, he claps. That's all he does. Clap. Coach Clapper.
Yeah, Nash is trash, man. Nash is trash. And that rhymes. Nash is trash.
Yeah.
That dude.
LeBron is not missing the playoffs. Okay.
I don't know why this all this and this is the power of the media, man. Like this man that missed the playoffs, like he missed the playoffs his first 2 years of his career. He missed the playoffs in 2018, and he missed the playoffs last year. Like he done missed the playoffs 4 years of his career, man. Like
If there was no plan, he would have missed the playoff.
he missed the playoff. Yeah, like playing got that break. I mean, he done missed playoffs, man. Like it ain't like we ain't talking about like no Kobe where he's only missed the playoffs once or Jordan who's never missed the playoffs at all. Like this dude have missed the playoffs 4 times in his career.
He's gonna leave the game before the game ends. So
Man, I gotta say, I think LeBron is top five hands down, bro. But every time the legend just seems to get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. I'm like, part of the reason why I think people say the Warriors were unbeatable is try to save LeBron's legacy, bro.
yeah.
That's what I think it is.
People don't mention that. The Warriors were beatable, very beatable. They had no bench. All the money went to the starters. They had no bench.
I can't give him top. Nah, bro. He top five, bro. I mean, if you like it, I know what you mean by his resume, man. I mean, you can't deny his resume, bro. Like it's there. Like he has one of the best resumes of all time.
He's not on the top 10 players I would want to watch, but he's top 10 players.
Yeah, I gotta put him there, man. Now he can fall out there if at the rate he's going. If let's say he goes another year without making the playoffs next year, he can drop out of that top five for me. I ain't got no problem putting Tim Duncan or Bird or any of those guys over him if he doesn't impact winning. I don't care about your numbers. Like those are just longevity stats to me. But if you constantly still ain't doing nothing with the Lakers, he can drop out the five for me. You know what I mean? So um
Mm.
Kobe should have won one or two. Man, Kobe should have had 3, 4 MVPs, bro. I mean, we all know that. Like, I think it was that Colorado case that cost him so many MVPs, bro. All
It's
of a sudden,
unbelievable. It's unbelievable that Kobe and Shaq only have one MVPs. That's funny to me.
bro, like, and this was what trippy about it. All these years, we used to say that Kobe and Jordan would be comparable to each other. Like, remember when Kobe was playing? Like Kobe, they used to
Yeah.
ask, was he as good as Jordan? Was he
Yeah.
better than Jordan? Now this dude, people trying to take him out the top 10. I'm like, how did y'all just went from is he better than Jordan to now he ain't even in your top 10?
To me, LeBron is not better than Kobe. Man.
Oh no, he's not. No, hell no. Hell no.
And this dude used to put fear on players. Fear like Jordan. Fear on a player. I don't think people fear LeBron. They fear. I think people fear Curry more than Curry more than LeBron. Okay.
Yeah. Y'all bugging out like he did. I was gonna beat that one. Man, See, no, so epic. You remember, and E. Leezy, he can attest to this, bruh. Bruh, E. Leezy, what happened when Kawhi got hurt, bro? Do you think that Spurs team had a chance against y'all Warrior team, bruh? And that Rocket team that took y'all to 7, then Chris Paul got hurt. Both of those teams, in my opinion, had a chance to beat the Warriors, bruh. Both of those teams, bro.
Your
Like,
Spurs were leading by 20 plus points on the road, and Zaza put his foot under Kawhi foot. Come on, man.
yeah, bro. Kawhi gotta come out the gate, bro. And I need Kawhi to come out, bro, and just try to take the MVP like this season, bro. Honestly, because I need that. I need him to stick it to the people who was doubting him and saying he is that guy, bro. I'm telling you. I've been playing this game and watching this game for 20 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? 29 years old. I've been playing this game since I was 4 years old, bro.
I don't think Kawhi will ever win an MVP because there's a lot of journalists they don't like Kawhi because he doesn't play politics. He doesn't talk to them. That's why Stephen A. Smith hates Kawhi because Kawhi doesn't play Stephen A. Smith game.
Yeah, man.
Kawhi should have had an MVP already.
Yeah, that 2017. I I think he should. I just think they gave it to Russell because of that triple double.
There's no way Russell Westbrook should have had an MVP.
Yeah, it is what it is. But we're going to shut the live down, man. Just to go through some of these comments. She said I was a dirty. Yeah, that was a dirty play, man. I was I was like,
What? Epic plays is funny.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You think LeBron's better than Kobe? That's funny. Um, that crowd it's too stir.
LeBron got two piece by JJ Barea, 2011.
He sure did. Yeah. He said Russ won the MVP. The same. Yeah. Russ individually. That was his best season of all time in 2017. That was his best season. But any last words? Again, we talked about the Dejounte Murray acquisition. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all feel like this was a good move for the Hawks? Y'all think it's gonna make them better? Y'all think they're gonna make them worse? What y'all see the Hawks making the playoffs? First round exit, second round exit. What you see, Bruce, with the Hawks?
Uh,
Yeah,
I don't know about making the playoff. It's gonna be a lot of hard work. They need to make some more moves, so we might see the Hawks make more moves. But the Hawks are too small, so I don't know. They're not they're gonna be battling for that 7 or 8 spot playing if they're still playing. And Cleveland Cavaliers is gonna be better. I forgot about that team. Darius Garland is, you know,
he said Miles. Johnny says salute to my man Johnny. Miles Miles Bridges has been released for $130,000 bail and a mid-level exemption contract with Lakers. Says LAP. Is he? Were you playing Johnny? You capping? Oh, he capping.
I think the second part is playing, but the
Yeah,
first
he's
part
cap.
is
Yeah. Yeah, this dude, I don't know what Miles Bridges was thinking, man. You know you trying to get a new deal and you get in trouble. with the law, man. Like,
is acting out because he knows he's gonna get money.
yeah. Miles looked like the type of dude that would just pop off, you know, at any point when he don't get his way. So, the last part of the show, Bruce, we're gonna go to end it, man. What you
All
gotta
right.
say? What you gotta say?
Uh, go Atlanta Blazers.
Oh, man.
All right.
All right, man. I'll be back on tomorrow night.
All right. Later.
Peace. All right, so that concludes the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Definitely a shout out to all my people inside the chat. You know what I'm saying? My man, Real Eleazy. You know what I mean? Go follow his podcast. You know what I'm saying? Again, the Real Eleazy. Real Bay Area fan, real Bay Area boy. He has a lot of good content. And definitely it's gonna keep it real. You know, my man plays for Keep My Little Bro. Shout out to him as well. Epic plays, man, up in here trolling. But you know, still love with you, man. Johnny, my man, with the news about Miles Bridges. Appreciate you coming in. Soccer updates, you know, Miss Balone Davis. Just everybody who's coming to the, if I forgot your name or forgot anybody continuously, you know what I'm saying, listen to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Really appreciate y'all, man, coming in here. We'll be back on tomorrow. I will make sure to put the Cash App inside the description comment section. If I want to support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, I'll put my Cash App inside the description comment section. With that being said, we respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up, peace, out of here like swimwear.